discussed. I think that was last year's question. But basically, how do you measure LC? The only thing that you need to know is essentially this. Okay? L formula is given this. C is given this, like this, right? Now that's being the case. That doesn't matter. What you need to know is, supposedly I have sensor like this. Okay? Based on just now, remember the tutorial question? If I put an inductor, as the frequency increase, what will happen to your impedance? It increase, right? So your current will increase, right? So if you were to look at this one here, if I have a sensor, supposedly this guy increase, all right? Impedance increase, your current will decrease, right? Agree? Your current will decrease. If this guy impedance increase, current here, the whole circuit will decrease, right? Then voltage will be decreased, right? Agree? Then what sensor is this? It's going to be inductive. Correct? On the other hand, if my frequency increase, this one decrease, then the current will increase, right? And if this one is a fixed resistor, then voltage here will increase, right? So by looking at the voltage here, how it changes over the frequency, you can tell whether it's capacitive or inductive. Correct? Something like that. When is your paper?
Not out yet.
Do you have a little bit of time break before you go for exam?
Easter break.
Easter break. How many weeks?
Technically 3 lah. Then we have 1 more week of study week. The exam week. Study week.
Okay. So I will expect this sem everybody will do well.
No.
The last sem was very tough for me. Like for you all. Because last time I was asked to go for a study trip. So both sides also need to make up. And not only that, I also need to do presentation. I couldn't cope actually. But this time I got slightly more, I mean I wouldn't say that I'm very free, but the pace you can notice that I actually slow down, right? No? Don't feel it. Actually, you all must learn to listen to your lecturer.
We listen, but sometimes we can't see, then you talk too fast. Yeah. Then your talk right, is intermittent. You stop, then you go another one.
I have to, right? First of all, some lecturer, the way they give him is, they tell you some they will slow down for important things. Some will repeat the things that they need to repeat. So you just think through. In the lecture, it's not possible for any lecturer to make you 100% understand. Because remember, there are so many of your, alright, your foundation. How well you can understand the content depends on your prior foundation. And it's not possible for me to keep repeating the whatever, some basic. Just like just now he asked about what is J. Okay, now J has to be assumed. It's the square root of -1. The property of J, all these things, if you don't know, you have to look up. You understand? And if you don't know, probably you cannot follow quite a lot of things. So trust me, my pace is already slowed down quite a lot already.
Just show answer, never show intermediate step.
Sorry? Just show answer without yes, marks will be deducted. Or put it this way, marks will not be deducted, but you will not get full marks. I give a small, less marks as compared to the actual marks. That's all. Okay. As the hint I already mentioned, this time around, work through your tutorial. Alright, if you want to get something, all you need is two questions. Get it right, you're clear already. So at least one tutorial question will come up. So you just go through all the tutorial. So you have one question. And the other question, make sure you know Dr. Sharp's tutorial quite well. Alright? Okay. Any questions? I think so. Should be.
Sorry, other two electronic. Then one.
Correct. Now, class, for some reason, previous years, a lot of people like to pick electronics questions. Then, some years, the electronic question come out very strange, like what I said just now. One year, the question was, work out your actual output, VR. Wow, a lot of people don't know how to do it. So, and that's 10 marks. So you miss 10 marks, and then all others you cannot do that well because there's bound to be some here and there you don't know. Then wow, your marks really drop quite a lot. So play safe, do all. I mean, don't overemphasize one over the other because you don't know what's coming out. Okay. The only bonus I can give it to you is that this time now you can try to do your tutorial. Now, previous year, no question come up from tutorial. I mean, it's not really no question come up from tutorial, it's just modified from tutorial. Okay. And when they modify, I think there's 1 year, remember there's 1 year on the ADC, your starting point and end point is different from 0 to whatever. And most students don't know how to do it. That's because you don't learn things by principle, you see. That's why just now I intentionally give you what is the range, what is the step size. Let's say given you the binary point, what? Now all these are basically trying to help you rather than giving you the solution. See, once you all learn by what is my solution, you are not going to learn by yourself. Okay, and unfortunately, the UK style is like that. You need to learn from your fundamental principle. Is that clear? Okay. Any other questions? If not, then I think yes. What is class A? What is class B? Now, class A, class B, what's the difference? Now, class A, if you look at your amplifier class, this is a BJT. Okay? Alright. Now for BJT to work, this one need to be forward biased. Alright? This one need to be forward biased, and you need to at least have 0.6 volt. Okay? So, supposingly, this is my signal. Let's say this is my signal. Okay. In order for this to turn on, it must be positive. Okay? And also, you need to have at least 0.6 volt. So anything that's 0.6 volt or below, it should not work. Is that correct? So that turns out, what working is only this portion.
Something like
So if the peak is at 0.6 then how?
Sorry?
If the peak is at 0.6,
Then not turn on.
just grow one dot.
Yeah, it never turn on. Now on the other hand, if you look at another one, there's small, if you look at something like this, okay? And again, we say that you need a 0.6 volt, right? Okay, so as a result, this will be the kind of graph that you're going to see. Okay? Now, on the other hand, if I were to have just touch, okay, again, you will need a 0.6 volt, right? So, chop here, then this is what you see. Okay? Make sense? Now, let's now look at, on the other hand, what happens if I have a class AB? Now, class AB, class AB now is something like this. You have this one here, you also have another one. Alright? This is your output. This is your input. Now, this one, you need 0.6 volt, this one you need minus 0.6 volt. Is that clear? For signal to go through. So, supposingly I have something like that. Now, here, at 0.6 volts, nothing go through. Below 0.6 volts, nothing go through either. Okay? So as a result, this is what happened. You have signal, up to here is like that, nothing. Then you go through here. You just don't get anything. Alright, then after that, just go through here. Alright, so nothing, then after that just continue. So over here, this is the distortion. Is that clear?
So how you draw the distortion? Just be like that.
It's supposed to be at that range, a small range is equal to 0. Output should be 0.
So that was leave of black or what?
It's just do some distortion there, it's okay. It should be at 0 for the small range. Yeah, no output. Is that clear? Theoretically, you will look something like this. Over here, then at that range is all 0, so something like that. Then somewhere here. Is that clear? Then continue. So that is the small range. Is that clear?
So how will the gain affect the output? For example, in
Okay.
this question, it's a gain of 5.
Okay, that's a good question. So let's say input is 1 volt, then output will become 5 volt here.
Or just multiply by
Alright. If the gain is 5, take your input, multiply by 5. That is your output. So your waveform is still following your input. Just the gain of 5. That's all. Is that clear? Alright, shall we call it a day and go down for our lecture?